Not even a week into his presidency, back in January 2025, the occupant of the White House fired Gwen Wilcox, the first Black woman to serve on the National Labor Relations Board. Prior to getting fired, she ended up becoming chair of that board. Well, after she was fired, she was replaced as chair by Republican Marvin E. Kaplan. The following month, February 2025, the occupant of the White House fired General C.Q. Brown Jr. from his role as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He was only the second Black person to hold that role. He replaced him with retired Air Force Lieutenant General Dan Kane, who hadn't served as a four-star general or admiral. In fact, they had to promote him to four-star and get a waiver signed by the president right before his Senate confirmation so he could legally qualify for the job. In April 2025, Politico reported that the White House asked Willie Phillips, the Black chairman of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, to step down, and he did. He was later replaced by David Lassert, a Trump ally with no prior FERC experience. A month after that, in May, Alvin Brown, the former Jacksonville mayor who was serving as the vice chair of the National Transportation Safety Board, was removed. The administration wants to replace him with John DeLue, an American Airlines pilot and safety official. That same month, Dr. Carla Hayden, the first Black person and first woman to serve as Librarian of Congress, was fired. The White House named Todd Blanche as the acting librarian. But Deputy Librarian Robert Newland, who by library rule would take over, also claims the role. So as of now, they're both listed as acting in a disputed position. It's important to note that Todd Blanche has no public background in library science, archival management, cataloging, or managing a major cultural institution. Then in August, Robert Primus, one of the last Black members of the Surface Transportation Board, fired, and there's still no permanent replacement for his role. That same month, the White House moved to fire Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, the first Black woman to serve on the Federal Reserve's Board of Governors. But because of a decision by the Supreme Court, she still has her job. Then, if you look at this administration's cabinet, there's only one Black person, Scott Turner. Guess what role he has? Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Since the start of this administration, over 300,000 Black women have either been laid off or pushed out of their jobs. Everything I just mentioned, it's not my opinion. These are facts. This is real life. And as you've heard these facts laid out, what do you see?